Hello everyone. While wild boars, BS, are no longer just a rural nightmare, they have invaded the suburbs of America, causing significant economic damage in 2023. Everything changed when artificial intelligence AI entered the picture. Are hunters becoming obsolete, or is AI just their new weapon? Or are we just one step behind this destructive invasive species? If you want to know, leave a comment with the number 1 to follow the answer in the video. In many areas across the United States, wild boars have become a serious threat as they invade residential areas, parks, and golf courses, causing significant damage to landscapes and infrastructure. Their powerful digging ability and flexible feeding habits have destroyed lawns and cemeteries, forcing cities to spend millions of dollars annually to remediate the damage caused by this invasive species. This species also poses a potential threat to humans when they suddenly appear in densely populated urban areas. Recently, in March 2025, a herd of 15 wild boars destroyed a community sports field in a Houston suburb and attacked a jogger, prompting the city to declare a state of emergency for wildlife control. Many changes occurred, and then an unexpected situation that no one saw coming happened in 2023. I joined the fight. With a sophisticated combination of infrared cameras, motion sensors, and drones powered by artificial intelligence, the system can track and predict the movements of wild boars in real time. As soon as the AI detects a heat signature, it sends a signal to the hunter's device seconds before the boar herd attacks again. What started as a quiet technological experiment has now become a command center for dealing with invasive species. A hunter was unprepared for this situation when he stood just 20 feet from the wild boar's territory, and immediately the animal charged at him. This invasive species can reach speeds of over 45 miles per hour, but luckily, when the hunter shot, he managed to take the animal down. Some say he was careless, while others believe it was just bad luck. But one thing is certain, no one should ever underestimate a wild boar just because of its rugged appearance. In 2023, more than 1.5 million wild boars were eliminated in Texas, not by accident, but thanks to the precision of AI. The success rate of AI traps increased to over 60% simply by placing them in the right spot at the right time. As a USDA official put it, AI is not only saving us money, but it's also saving lives. Do you think the use of AI is becoming widespread? If so, leave a comment with the number 1 to follow the new length of the segment. If not, leave the number 0. This is the effectiveness of wild boar hunting. Most states require a night hunting license along with a standard hunting license, and in some cases, a landowner's license and firearm certificate. Without a license, you could face fines, suspension of your license, or even more severe penalties. However, not everyone agrees with the use of AI in this process. Critics argue that it could create a reliance on technology and disrupt the natural ecosystem through constant surveillance by drones. Would this be enough to scare the wild boars away? Should we let I protect our land without firing a shot, or are we just giving the wild boars a chance to return stronger? Leave your thoughts below. What would you like us to improve in our next video? The damage will not stop unless authorities take strict measures to control this invasive species. In April 2023, cities in South Africa saw an increase in baboon activity, with troop numbers reaching over 100, climbing buildings, entering windows, and rummaging through kitchens for leftovers. Wildlife experts warn that consuming large amounts of human food will accelerate their growth in forested suburbs. Drivers have seen more than 50 baboons blocking roads or being attacked by surprise. Authorities have imposed fines on those feeding them, with penalties up to $500. Share your thoughts on this issue. Leave a comment with the number 1 if you're interested and want to discuss it further. When baboons lose their fear of humans, they can become a serious threat. An explanation, if you don't know. Olive baboons are found throughout East and Southern Africa, with a strict social hierarchy. They communicate through calls, and their powerful hands and sharp canines make them skilled foragers, eating anything. How do you stop such a fast-adapting invasive species? In 2019, with over 2,500 baboons causing chaos in the urban suburbs of South Africa, authorities had to act quickly. But how do you catch an invasive species that moves in packs and can climb almost anything? The answer is reinforced steel cage traps, measuring 6 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 5 feet high, with a drop mechanism activated by pressure plates. However, experts found that placing food 75% of the weight inside the cage increases the chances of capturing them. The challenge is that baboons are highly intelligent and often test the traps before entering. Hunters must be strategic, mask their scent, and secure the area for optimal success. The traps allow for safe capture from more than 30 yards away, minimizing direct conflict. But what happens when a dominant male learns to game the system? Leave a comment with the number 2 and stay tuned, because the next method might surprise you. In 2019, South African authorities reported capturing approximately 1,655 baboons. The use of bows and arrows in these hunts has been controversial, with critics arguing that the method has an environmental impact. As a result, the government tightened regulations on hunting invasive species to prevent overhunting or exploiting this practice for personal gain. Hunters must also maintain a minimum distance of 30 yards from baboons to reduce stress on them. Only individuals aged 18 and older who have completed certified hunting education programs are allowed to participate. Every experienced hunter knows that without the right bait, there is no successful hunt. Fresh fruit is the ideal bait, but setting it up is not as simple as you might think. In the vast savanna of South Africa, you cannot go alone. The terrain is highly unpredictable, so at least 3 people are needed in the team. Additionally, camouflaging with the dark greens and dusty browns of the landscape is a matter of survival. Baboons have very sharp eyesight. Have you ever seen a hunt like this? Comment 5 if you haven't. A well-camouflaged hunting hide with a tent can make the difference between success and failure. But make no mistake, this hunt is illegal. South African laws strictly regulate baboon hunting. Hunters are prohibited from targeting young or pregnant baboons, ensuring that populations are controlled but not eradicated. Only MK3 reflex bows are allowed, as specified in the hunting license, to prevent unnecessary suffering and promote ethical hunting. Every arrow fired, every piece of discarded material must be collected. Hunters must leave no trace, ensuring the ecosystem is not disturbed. Hunting baboons might seem like a quick fix, but it's not enough. Instead, protecting trash and leftover food helps eliminate easy meals. Farmers use loud noises, bright lights, and reflective objects to scare them away. This is a simple and effective deterrent. The goal is not to eliminate them, but to coexist without conflict. If you find this method effective, please comment. Stopping the olive baboon requires smart solutions, not just extreme measures. What do you think is the most effective way to eliminate an invasive species? Have you seen similar problems in your area? Leave your thoughts below. We want to hear your opinions, and stay tuned because what we have coming next might shock you even more. These methods have been very effective in stopping the spread of some invasive species. Do you have any better ideas? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can all learn together. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to tell your friends about us so they can check it out too. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hello everyone. South Africa is home to the largest population of rhinos in the world, with an estimated 16,000 to 18,000 individuals, including both white and black rhinos. These majestic creatures are primarily found in protected areas, such as Kruger National Park, where they roam vast savannas and grasslands. However, in recent years, there has been a concerning trend of rhinos moving closer to human-inhabited areas. As these powerful animals encroach on farmland and villages, the risk of human-wildlife conflict increases. So, what are the long-term impacts of this change? And how could it affect both rhino conservation and the safety of local communities? Leave a comment with the number 1 to explore further, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates from us.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
On May 14, 2024, in South Africa's Limpopo province, a rural road was unexpectedly blocked when a herd of rhinos wandered into a residential area, causing a severe traffic jam. Amidst the chaos, one of the rhinos collided forcefully with a car, overturning it and causing serious injuries to the occupants inside. A man inside the car sustained severe injuries from the collision, including multiple fractures and internal bleeding. Emergency services quickly arrived at the scene, rescuing the man and transporting him to the nearest hospital. Despite the medical team's best efforts, his injuries were too severe, and he succumbed to them shortly after being admitted. These incidents serve as a stark reminder of the dangers posed by wildlife encroaching into human territories, especially in areas where such encounters can lead to serious consequences. Understanding the potential dangers that rhinos can pose to communities, especially when they wander into populated areas, the South African government has implemented a tightly regulated hunting policy to control rhino numbers and minimize human-wildlife conflicts. Have you ever wondered what it takes to legally hunt rhinos in South Africa? Each year, this hunting policy attracts around 300 to 400 hunters from around the world, drawn by the challenge of hunting one of Africa's most iconic and formidable animals. However, to legally hunt rhinos in South Africa, hunters must obtain several permits. These permits include a professional hunting permit, which is mandatory for all hunters, both domestic and international, particularly those requiring CITES permits. As a result, South Africa issues approximately 100 to 150 rhino hunting permits each year, a number carefully determined by wildlife management authorities. This number reflects the country's commitment to balancing the economic benefits of hunting with the need to protect rhino populations from overexploitation. What are your thoughts on how the choice of weapon impacts the effectiveness and ethics of hunting large and powerful animals like rhinos? To ensure a smooth and effective...
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Have you ever encountered these giant creatures? According to video footage recorded in 2020, a terrifying incident occurred when a 42-year-old man discovered a giant Burmese python, 36 feet, about 11 meters, long, near a highway approaching his livestock area. He witnessed firsthand as the python wrapped itself tightly around a pig, causing it to suffocate and die. According to the information received, within 15 days, up to 34 pig farms were attacked by these pythons. The damage to the livestock industry caused by Burmese pythons in this state amounts to $273 million annually. These pythons not only cause harm to livestock, but also create confusion and fear among the peoples inside. To control the Burmese python population, the Florida authorities have organized python hunting competitions. Participants in these hunts are required to have a permit issued by the state of Florida for specific areas. Additionally, participants need to be in good health as they must face harsh environmental conditions. To support the hunting process, researchers have designed a thermal detection device called the FLIR system. The FLIR C3 uses advanced infrared technology to detect heat, allowing hunters to locate Burmese pythons even in the dark or in low-light conditions. This device can detect pythons hiding in bushes, trees, or other concealed areas that are difficult to spot with the naked eye. Using this tool helps hunters shorten the time needed to locate the python's hiding spots, and it is easy to carry due to its compact size and lightweight design. A note for hunters is to prepare protective gloves to make handling these reptiles easier, as their skin is very slippery and difficult to grip. Wearing gloves can enhance your grip and help hunters control the pythons more effectively, making it harder for them to escape during the hunt. Another way for hunters to detect Burmese pythons is by using hunting dogs. With their keen sense of smell, they can sniff out pythons from a distance of up to 15 kilometers. Safety measures to avoid direct attacks by the pythons are also crucial. It is estimated that the use of hunting dogs has helped eliminate millions of Burmese pythons from Florida's ecosystem over the years. The Florida Department of Agriculture's Python Action Program used hunting dogs to eliminate more than 1,500 pythons from 2006 to 2017. Using hunting dogs is also more cost-effective than thermal detection devices. Would you choose the convenience of a thermal detector or a hunting dog? Comment with the number 1 if you would choose to bring a hunting dog. For professional hunters in Florida, they can identify where pythons are hiding if they spot python skin on the ground, which may indicate that their burrow is nearby. This way, hunters can accumulate experience in detecting signs of python presence and become more effective in their hunting efforts. One of the famous stories about Burmese python hunters is from 2020, when a woman took down a giant python weighing 150 pounds, about 68 kilos, and measuring 18 feet, about 5.5 meters, in Florida. This victory showcased her skills and inspired many others to pursue their passion for hunting. However, women still require support from male hunters, as pythons are dangerous reptiles that can cause serious injuries to humans. The coordination between men and women in python hunting helps ensure safety and enhances effectiveness. Additionally, dealing with pythons in a water environment makes hunting even more challenging, as they move more fluidly thanks to their long bodies and powerful tail thrusts, allowing them to launch sudden attacks with ease. Therefore, preparing the skills and knowledge to handle them in a water environment is crucial. Hunters should undergo at least 6 months of training. If possible, you should not hunt alone. Always go with teammates to ensure safety. If you encounter any difficulties during the hunt, please share them in the comments section below to receive help from other hunters. Python hunters see hunting not only as a profession, but also as an integral part of their culture and livelihood. After taking down a python, hunters harvest its meat and skin. Python meat, rich in protein and known for its distinctive flavor, is highly prized and considered a rare delicacy. The skin of the python, with its unique patterns and high durability, is a valuable material in the fashion and craft industries, used to create products such as wallets, handbags, shoes, and belts. The process of skinning a python requires skill and precision to preserve the quality and natural patterns of the skin. Afterward, the skin undergoes special treatment and processing to enhance its durability and produce fine handcrafted products. For many hunters, harvesting python meat and skin not only provides a source of income, but also helps them maintain a long-standing hunting tradition. Additionally, it contributes to controlling the population of wild pythons in nature, thereby reducing potential threats to other wildlife and humans. Thank you for your interest in our response to invasive species. Comment with the number 5 if you found the information shared in the video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to follow our latest videos. Please stay tuned for the next video. Not only Burmese pythons, but alligators are also invading the U.S. On August 15, 2023, the city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was attacked by millions of giant alligators, following the largest flood in the state's history. This flood was the result of Hurricane Goliath, which caused heavy rains leading to severe flooding across the region, causing alligators to be swept into the city. In the most recent incident, an alligator unexpectedly appeared at the River Center Golf Course, where the Zurich Classic was taking place. The presence of the alligator caused the tournament to be postponed, resulting in an estimated economic loss of around $600,000 USD. This incident left local residents worried and frightened, particularly the golfers and spectators attending the event. In that incident, a diver retrieving golf balls from the lake was suddenly attacked by a massive 400 llb, around 181 claws alligator. The alligator's sharp teeth caused serious injuries to the diver. However, the diver managed to use all his strength to jab his finger into the alligator's eye, allowing him to escape from the danger zone and receive timely medical treatment. Serious alligator attacks have raised significant concerns as these animals have started invading cities. To prevent this invasion, organizations combating invasive species have deployed the use of firearms, considered an urgent solution to counter the continuous alligator attacks. Alligator hunting is conducted in swamp areas surrounding the cities to ensure maximum safety for residents. To ensure smooth and safe alligator hunting, strict regulations and legal conditions are in place. Hunters participating in hunting activities must be over 18 years old and possess the necessary licenses, such as a hunting license, a firearm license, and they must have completed a course on alligator behavior. If during inspections, authorities discover that hunters have not provided all the required legal documents, they will be fined, and their hunting license may be revoked for up to 2 years. The use of firearms has contributed to a reduction in the alligator population by about 30% over the past decade. The government has implemented strict regulations to oversee this management process, ensuring sustainability and balance within the ecosystem. Hunters are using wild boars as bait to lure alligators closer to the shore. When the wild boar is placed on the shore, the alligator begins to approach, creating favorable conditions for hunters to accurately shoot the alligator. Specifically, aiming for the brain is the quickest way to kill them. The use of firearms in hunting requires hunters to undergo a 6-month training process. This is especially crucial when hunting alligators, which can be very dangerous and often live near water. This training course not only focuses on shooting skills and weapon proficiency, but also on achieving accuracy and optimizing the time needed to subdue the target. Hunters are trained to operate in challenging environmental conditions, such as swampy forests. When hunting alligators in swampy areas, they use ferries to conveniently travel to hunting spots. The ferries also help hunters transport the alligators to shore quickly, at speeds of up to 60 mph, around 96 km/h. Adverse weather conditions can hinder alligator hunting activities, and hunting alligators becomes particularly dangerous during heavy rain and flooding. Therefore, hunters must remain vigilant and should avoid hunting during these times. Additionally, areas flooded due to rain and floods are places where alligators can move more easily. Moreover, low light conditions at night further reduce the accuracy and effectiveness of hunters when conducting hunting activities. Hunters have the responsibility, after hunting an alligator, to collect and dispose of the animal's carcass in a responsible manner to ensure it does not pollute the environment. Violations can lead to severe legal penalties and condemnation from the hunting community as well as wildlife protection groups. The use of guns by hunters to deal with alligators has sparked much controversy and feedback from the community. Some believe it is necessary to protect the environment and people from potentially dangerous alligators. However, others argue that using firearms to deal with wildlife is not always appropriate, especially when it is not done with careful consideration and strict control from the authorities. Gunfire also impacts the environment and disrupts the lives of other animals. Therefore, some people prefer using alligator traps as a more scientific and humane wildlife management method. This approach reflects a balance between the need to protect human lives and the respect for nature. Designed with modern engineering and durable materials, alligator traps are built to withstand the immense strength of these reptiles. These traps are typically placed in strategic locations such as riverbanks, ponds, or swamps, areas where alligators frequently appear to hunt or rest. Bait, typically fresh meat or other foods with an enticing scent, is used to naturally lure alligators into the trap. When the alligator approaches and steps into the trap, the locking mechanism automatically activates, securely restraining the animal without causing pain or injury. Once captured, the alligator is relocated to a remote wilderness area, far from human populations, where it can continue its natural life without posing a threat to people. The use of alligator traps is not only an effective solution for minimizing the risk of conflict between humans and alligators, but also an important conservation measure. By controlling the alligator population in sensitive areas, we protect communities and maintain the natural ecological balance. Alligator traps, therefore, are not just a tool for wildlife management, but also a symbol of human wisdom and responsibility toward nature. By using these traps, we not only protect ourselves, but also ensure that wildlife can continue to thrive in their natural environments, preserving the pristine beauty and biodiversity for future generations. Some communities have proposed building electric fences as an alternative solution to prevent alligators from entering urban areas during the flood season. This is a study conducted in areas near mangroves in the southern United States, which showed that the use of electric fences reduced the number of alligator intrusions into residential areas by more than 80%. This demonstrates that electric fences are not only an effective method, but also a humane option for protecting both humans and wildlife. Which prevention method do you support? If you support hunting alligators with guns, please comment with the number 1. If you find the method of using fences effective, please comment below. Thank you for watching the entire video, and don't forget to share it for good luck for your family. Stay tuned for the next video. Since these solutions have been effective in preventing the spread of certain invasive species, do you believe there are any better solutions? If so, please don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to support us with our upcoming videos. Lastly, don't forget to share this video with all your friends so they can watch and enjoy it as well.